Welcome back to Oshkosh Today. Thanks again for joining us. Now we have our next Student Athlete Scholarship finalist here for the Friends of OCM Student Athlete of the Year of Oshkosh. We've got Nick Bauer and his coach Brad Weber here to tell us a little bit more about yourself. Give us a chance to get to know you. You are in the running for one of the very well-known titles here in Oshkosh, which is Student Athlete of the Year, as well as a $1,000 scholarship. And so we're so happy to have you in, get to know you a little bit better. And first off, maybe you can just tell us a little bit about yourself. First, we know you're obviously an athlete. You're involved in quite a bit. So what's your athletic history?
Well, I've started playing sports since I could walk. If I could play every sport, I would play every sport. But right now, I play 3 sports, football, basketball, and golf. And I'm on pace to earn 11 letters, varsity letters, and I've been a starter in basketball and golf since freshman year. I made 3 state appearances, 2 in basketball and 1 in football. I'm captain in all 3 sports, basketball the last 2 years, and earned first team all-conference in football and in golf.
Holy cow. So you're very busy. I know you said
Yes.
you could do every sport if you could. That's basically every sport that you can do without doing 2 sports at once in high school. So congratulations on that. How do you juggle all of that? I mean, you're not only playing these sports, but you're a leader of a lot of these teams. How do you make it all work?
Just budgeting your time. I do a lot of extracurricular activities, also a lot of clubs, a lot of volunteer work, and it's just important to me to fit it all in.
Yeah. But you make it work.
Exactly.
And Coach, you're his basketball coach, Coach Weber. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to work with Nick on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's a pure joy. He's the type of kid that you get into coaching because just the willingness to learn, the willingness to make mistakes, to get better, to buy into the team. And I think all the excellence that we just heard about on the court, on the field, is probably pales in comparison to all the success he's had in the classroom and in the community. And that's the stuff that I really appreciate the most about Nick, is he's the exact same kid no matter when you see him. If you see him first hour, if you see him on the basketball court, or if you see him this past week, he was at Reed Elementary School reading to 3rd graders. It's excellence all the way through for him.
Yes. Good to have that consistent character, right? And, like he said, you're a great student, too. And being a student athlete in high school, it's a lot of work. Like you said, budgeting your time and doing 3 sports. How do you manage to keep your grades up throughout all of this, too?
Just using your time efficiently. So if you have, 20 minutes, might as well do your 20 minutes of homework and get it done, because, you practice going late, and sports you get home very late. So
put away the Netflix and do some homework instead.
Exactly.
And you're also involved in a lot of community activities, like Coach Weber had mentioned. Maybe you can give us a little look into that as well. What kinds of things are you up to right now?
Yeah. So yesterday, as Coach said, I read to 3rd graders at Reed Elementary School. So I enjoy talking to youth players, because I remembered when I was a young guy, I would look up to high school players as role models, so that's important to me. But another thing that I do every Thursday, I go to the senior center and I teach senior citizens how to use technology.
Yes, the Seniors Connect program.
Yeah, Seniors Connect, yep. So last semester I worked with Helen, and Helen's a sweetheart, and I taught her how to use the iPad. But the coolest thing about that project is that the friendship we made and that bond, and we write letters back and forth still. And she came in and she was looking for me on the wrong day. She had cookies for me. I think that's just the best part about volunteering, is making new friends. And
yes, and I love hearing about the Seniors Connect program, and there's so many people that are involved in that, and I've only heard things like you're saying, not only is it great that you're helping these people out to learn how to use the technology, but you're taking so much from this as well. It's not just you helping them, it's they're opening your eyes to so many things too, and it's just great. So we love to hear that you're involved in that. Coach Weber, how have you seen Nick excel in these activities outside of sports? Like you said, you see him on the basketball court, you see him in school. How have you seen him grow over the years?
Yeah, I think from the get-go, and I've known him since about probably 4th grade. And there's always been that, where Nick is. There's always something that attracts you to Nick. And it's just been fun to see it grow exponentially, being in communities and as instructor at Senior Connect. It's not just Helen and Nick, it's all of a sudden the senior center director, and all of a sudden the Northwestern's there, and all of a sudden there's a crowd around Nick because he just attracts that. And so to see that, just kind of his influence grow from himself to his teammates now to generational, from somebody who's 80 to somebody who's 8, he has this ability to just inspire and to give off this vibe that people want to be around Nick. And I find myself the exact same way.
Oh, that's just great. Awesome. Nick, we've got about a minute left. Plans after high school, what are you planning on?
So I plan to go to University of Eau Claire, and I plan on majoring in business administration. Right now I have an internship at Citizens First Credit Union, so I've kind of found a passion in business and finance. I also plan on going out for the golf team there.
Yes. Continuing your athletic saga as you go along. Great. Well, it was so great to meet you, Nick. I've got your certificate here of achievement to tell you congratulations for being one of our 6 finalists for the Student Athlete Scholarship of the Year. So
thank you.
There's that. You're very welcome. Thank you both so much for coming in today, and best of luck to you, Nick, in your future years here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on.